Have you ever wondered if something as simple as the fruits you eat could secretly be affecting your health or even shortening your life? In today's video, we're diving deep into 4 fruits that might seem healthy, but can actually be dangerous for people over 65. And even more importantly, you'll discover 4 powerful fruits that could help extend your life, boost your energy, and protect your body using nothing but nature. If you've been searching for a natural, safe way to stay strong, sharp, and full of life as you age, don't go anywhere. What you're about to learn could change the way you eat forever, but the most surprising part, the best fruit of all, is something you probably walk past in the grocery store every week. Stick with me till the end, because the secret to a longer, healthier life might be hiding in your fruit bowl. So, let me ask you something personal. Something that maybe no one's ever asked you before. When was the last time you really paid attention to the fruits you're eating every week? Not just the color or how sweet they taste, but how they're actually impacting your health, now that you're in your 50s, 60s, or even 70s. We all grow up being told that fruits are healthy, right? Eat your fruit, drink your juice, have that smoothie, it's good for you. But the truth is, not all fruits are created equal. And once you cross a certain age, your body starts reacting differently. Your digestion slows down, your blood sugar becomes more sensitive, your immune system isn't as sharp as it used to be. And some fruits, believe it or not, can silently work against you. Do you know which ones might be quietly spiking your blood sugar, messing with your metabolism, or even increasing inflammation without you realizing it? More importantly, would you like to know which fruits are actually healing your body, fighting off disease, and potentially extending your life just by being part of your regular diet? Here's a simple truth most people over 65 never hear. The right fruits can act like medicine, while the wrong ones might slowly rob your energy, your mobility, and even your years. And if you're thinking, but I've always eaten this fruit, or it's natural, so it must be good, I hear you. But your body after 65 isn't the same body you had at 25. What worked back then might not work now. And the best part? These life-changing changes don't involve pills, expensive treatments, or crazy diets. Just a few smart choices. So what? If I told you that one of the fruits you eat every morning could be accelerating your aging instead of preventing it? Would you want to know which one it is? And have you ever noticed that after certain fruits you feel bloated, tired, or even a little foggy? That's not in your head. It could be your body giving you a warning sign. But don't worry, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which fruits to avoid and which ones to embrace, so you can enjoy your meals with peace of mind and protect your long-term health at the same time. Now let me ask you this, do you struggle with high blood sugar, joint pain, fatigue that just won't go away no matter how much you rest? What if the root of those problems was something you never even suspected, like the fruit you snack on during the afternoon? That's why this matters, because I'm not here to scare you, I'm here to empower you. I want you to enjoy food again, to feel good after eating, and most of all, to know that you're making choices that support your body, not sabotage it. Natural choices, no side effects, no guesswork, just real whole food doing what nature designed it to do, help you live longer, feel stronger, and stay independent as you age. Now, before we reveal the 4 dangerous fruits you need to watch out for, let's flip the script and talk about the ones you actually should be eating, because that's the good news. Nature has your back. And some of the most overlooked everyday fruits are packed with compounds that scientists are only now beginning to understand. These are fruits that can improve brain health, reduce inflammation, lower blood pressure, and even help regulate hormones that affect aging. Have you ever eaten something and felt energized, clear-headed, and light afterwards? That's your body's way of saying thank you. And wouldn't you like to feel that way more often? So here's what I want you to do. As we go through each fruit today, both the good and the bad, I want you to think about your own habits. Ask yourself, Do I eat this regularly? How does it make me feel? Is it worth replacing if there's a better option? And if you hear something surprising, or if you've had a personal experience with one of the fruits I mention, I want you to share it in the comments. Let's make this video a space where we can learn from each other, because one of the most powerful things about getting older is wisdom. And your story might just help someone else watching today. Now let's dig into the first fruit you should definitely keep in your kitchen. And it's one you might not be buying often enough. It's packed with fiber, antioxidants, and natural enzymes that support your digestion. Any guesses? That's right, kiwi. Small, fuzzy, and often forgotten, kiwi is a powerhouse for aging adults. It's rich in vitamin C, actually more than oranges, and it helps reduce oxidative stress in the body. That means fewer free radicals, less internal damage, and a lower risk of chronic disease. But even more interestingly, kiwi contains an enzyme called actinidin, which helps your body break down proteins more efficiently. This is especially helpful after 60, when your digestive system starts to slow down. So let me ask, when was the last time you ate a kiwi? Do you reach for apples or bananas instead because they're more common? Maybe it's time to give kiwi another chance. And speaking of digestion, here's another fruit that's secretly one of the best allies you can have as you age: papaya. Have you ever eaten ripe papaya after a big meal? If not, you're missing out. This tropical fruit is like nature's digestive aid. It contains papain, an enzyme that breaks down tough proteins and soothes the stomach. But beyond digestion, papaya is anti-inflammatory and rich in vitamin A, which is great for your skin, your eyes, and your immune system. Wouldn't you love to find a fruit that helps you feel lighter after eating, supports your eyesight, and gives your skin that healthy glow all at once? All right, now before we move into the fruits you need to avoid, let me give you one more super senior fruit. And it's not exotic, expensive, or hard to find. In fact, it might already be in your fridge: blueberries. These little berries are loaded with anthocyanins, powerful compounds that fight brain, aging, memory loss, and even early signs of dementia. Studies show that seniors who eat blueberries regularly have better cognitive function, faster recall, and a reduced risk of Alzheimer's. Why? Because these antioxidants protect brain cells from inflammation and oxidative damage. If you're someone who wants to stay mentally sharp into your 70s, 80s, and beyond, this is a fruit you can't afford to ignore. So now that we've covered some of the best natural allies for your body, let's talk about the flip side. The fruits you might want to limit or avoid entirely, especially if you're dealing with issues like high blood sugar, arthritis, or slow metabolism. And I'll bet you're already eating at least one of them without realizing the risks. Let's start with one that might surprise you: grapes. Yes, they're sweet, easy to snack on, and often marketed as a healthy treat. But here's what most people don't realize. Grapes are extremely high in natural sugars. And while that may not be a problem when you're younger and your metabolism is running fast, it can become a serious concern after 65, especially if you're managing pre-diabetes, insulin resistance, or type 2 diabetes. Have you ever noticed feeling a sudden crash in energy after eating too many grapes? That's not your imagination. The quick sugar spike followed by a drop can leave you feeling tired, foggy, or even moody. And here's a key question. If your doctor has ever warned you about your blood sugar, why take the risk with something that seems innocent but isn't? Now, I'm not saying you can never eat grapes again, but moderation is key. And if you're craving something sweet, there are better options, like a handful of berries, which we talked about earlier, that offer sweetness plus fiber, antioxidants, and blood sugar stability. Next, let's talk about pineapple. Tropical, juicy, and loaded with vitamin C, but also extremely acidic and high in sugar. For seniors dealing with acid reflux, sensitive stomachs, or dental issues, pineapple can do more harm than good. The acid wears down enamel, the sugar spikes your glucose. And for people over 65, that combo can be a recipe for inflammation. Do you suffer from joint pain or stiffness in the morning? You might not suspect pineapple, but the inflammation it triggers in sensitive individuals could be contributing. It's a delicious fruit, but it's also one that deserves caution, especially if you're eating it frequently. Now, the third fruit to be careful with is one that's often hiding in plain sight: dried fruit. Yes, I'm talking about raisins, dried. Apricots, figs, dates, they may be marketed as healthy snacks, but when fruit is dried, it becomes concentrated sugar. A small handful can have the sugar content of a candy bar, with none of the fiber or water content to balance it out. Let me ask you, have you ever grabbed a few dried apricots and ended up eating the whole bag? It's easy to do, and that's the danger. Without realizing it, you could be flooding your system with sugar, feeding inflammation, and increasing your risk of weight gain, insulin spikes, or even gut issues. And finally, one fruit that seniors should approach with extreme caution: watermelon. And now I know this might be controversial. Watermelon is refreshing, hydrating, and feels like a harmless summer snack. But here's the problem. It has a high glycemic index. That means it causes a rapid rise in blood sugar. And if your pancreas is no longer producing insulin efficiently, as is often the case with age, that spike can linger and do damage. Have you ever eaten watermelon on a hot day and felt bloated or tired shortly after? That's your body reacting to the sugar hit, and it's important to listen. Hydration is important, yes, but you can get it from better sources like cucumbers, berries, or even citrus fruits that offer more fiber and less sugar. So now that you've heard the list, let's do a quick check-in. Are any of these fruits part of your daily or weekly routine? If so, this might be the moment to reflect and ask, what are these choices doing for my health in the long run? And remember, this isn't about fear. It's about empowerment. It's about replacing harmful habits with better ones, natural ones, life-extending ones. Because after 65, every decision counts. And the best part, small changes repeated over time lead to huge benefits. Imagine waking up with more energy, clearer thinking, less joint pain, more confidence in your body. That's not a fantasy. It's what happens when you give your body the nutrients it actually needs and remove the ones causing hidden harm. Now here's something most people overlook. It's not just what you eat, it's how you eat it. Combining fruits with protein, healthy fats, or fiber can change how your body absorbs the natural sugars. So instead of having fruit alone, try pairing it with some Greek yogurt, a few almonds, or even a spoon of chia seeds. You'll slow the sugar spike and help your body process it more effectively. Have you tried that before? If not, I challenge you, this week, instead of grabbing fruit by itself, try building a mini meal around it. Then come back and let me know in the comments how you felt afterward. And by the way, we've talked a lot about sugar, digestion, and inflammation. But here's something else that matters deeply: your mood. Yes, fruit can impact your mental health. Some fruits, like bananas and avocados, yes, technically a fruit, are rich in magnesium and B6, which supports serotonin production. That's the feel-good chemical your brain loves. Do you ever notice certain foods lifting your mood or bringing it down? That connection between food and emotion becomes stronger with age. So, wouldn't it be amazing to use natural foods to support not just your body, but your mind? Before we wrap up, let me give you one more underrated fruit that deserves your attention: pomegranate. This ancient fruit is packed with antioxidants that protect your heart, reduce blood pressure, and support circulation. It's especially beneficial for seniors looking to protect brain health and lower the risk of stroke. And here's a fun fact. Studies show that people over 60 who drink small amounts of pure pomegranate juice daily experience better memory retention. Now, I'm not saying you need to drink it by the glass, but even a few spoonfuls a day could make a big difference. So let me turn the question to you. What fruits are you going to prioritize this week? Which ones are you going to limit or avoid? Remember, this is your health, your energy, your future, and you have more control than you think. Nature gives us everything we need. We just have to choose it. And if this video helped you think differently about what's on your plate, take a second to comment below with your favorite healthy fruit swap. What are you changing? What have you learned from experience? You never know who might benefit from your story. Now let's go even deeper into something we rarely talk about: how fruit impacts your immune system after 65. Did you know that your immune function naturally starts to decline as you age? It's a process called immunosenescence. It means your body becomes slower at responding to infections, inflammation becomes more chronic, and healing takes longer. But here's the fascinating part. Some fruits contain natural compounds that directly boost immune cell activity, reduce inflammation, and protect your body from everyday threats. This isn't just theory. It's backed by decades of nutritional science. So the question is, are you using that to your advantage? Let's take acerola cherry as an example. This tiny fruit has one of the highest concentrations of vitamin C on the planet. Just a few of these little guys contain more vitamin C than an entire orange. And why does that matter? Because vitamin C plays a huge role in immune defense, collagen repair, and antioxidant protection, especially in aging cells. But here's something you may not realize. Vitamin C isn't stored by the body. You need a constant daily supply to keep your immune system strong and resilient. So, are you getting enough, or have you been relying on occasional orange juice or supplements that your body may not even be absorbing properly? And if we're talking immune strength, we also need to mention blackberries. These deep purple fruits aren't just tasty, they're loaded with polyphenols and ellagic acid, which fight cellular damage. Think of them as tiny bodyguards for your cells. And guess what? They also support your gut health, which is where 70% of your immune system lives. Have you been experiencing more colds lately? Or maybe your wounds are healing slower than before? That could be your immune system waving a white flag. But the good news, you can reinforce it with nature. Let's shift gears for a moment. I want to ask you something that's probably not on your radar yet. Have you ever thought about how fruit affects your sleep? That's right. Certain fruits can actually help regulate your sleep cycles, calm your nervous system, and promote deeper, more restorative rest. And as we age, that kind of rest becomes crucial. Poor sleep contributes to memory loss, weakened immunity, depression, and even faster aging. So wouldn't it be incredible if your bedtime snack could support a better night's rest? Let me introduce you to tart cherries. Not the sweet ones from the can. I'm talking about Montmorency tart cherries. They're one of the only natural sources of melatonin, the hormone your brain produces to regulate sleep. And studies have shown that drinking a small amount of tart cherry juice before bed can improve sleep duration and quality in older adults. Do you struggle with falling asleep or waking up multiple times during the night? If so, this simple fruit might be your new bedtime ally. Now let's take a moment and really reflect. We've covered so much already. Fruits that help digestion, support your brain, stabilize blood sugar, improve mood, boost immunity, and even help you sleep. So ask yourself, how are you feeling about your current diet? Do you feel confident it's supporting your long-term health, or are there a few simple shifts you could make starting today? And remember, I'm not here to judge. I'm here to help you take back control, one natural choice at a time. Let's take a moment to talk about a silent health threat that many people over 60 face but don't often associate with food. Chronic inflammation. You've probably heard the term, but do you really know what it means? Inflammation is your body's way of fighting off harm, but when it becomes chronic, it actually starts attacking healthy cells and tissues. And that's linked to everything from arthritis to Alzheimer's to heart disease. So here's the million-dollar question. What if your fruit bowl could reduce that inflammation, not increase it? Fruits like raspberries, blackcurrants, and even cranberries unsweetened are rich in anti-inflammatory compounds that calm down overactive immune responses. These fruits don't just taste great, they literally soothe your cells. Have you ever noticed that some days your joints feel more swollen than others? Maybe your fingers are stiffer in the morning. Don't ignore that. Your body is trying to talk to you. And one of the easiest, most natural ways to respond is through the food you choose. Now, there's one last topic I want to cover, and this one is really close to my heart. It's about preserving independence as you age. Because at the end of the day, isn't that what we all want? We want to stay active. We want to walk without pain. We want to cook, garden, play with our grandkids, travel, without relying on pills or walkers or hospital visits. And guess what supports all of that? Muscle health and bone strength. And yes, there are fruits that support both. Take oranges and kiwis again. Their vitamin C helps the body produce collagen, which supports joint flexibility and bone health. And dried plums, when eaten in moderation and without added sugar, have been shown to slow bone loss in older adults, especially postmenopausal women. Let me ask you, how strong do you feel lately? Are you still able to carry groceries, go up stairs, or get out of bed easily in the morning? If not, don't wait until things get worse. Start reinforcing your bones and muscles now with natural, nutrient-dense foods that nourish your body from the inside out. So, let's recap everything we've touched on today. Some fruits, like kiwi, papaya, and berries, can enhance your health, digestion, and brain. Others, like grapes, dried fruits, and watermelon, can silently harm your blood sugar, joints, or digestion, especially when eaten in excess. Natural fruits like pomegranate, tart cherries, and blackberries offer powerful protection against aging, inflammation, poor sleep, and cognitive decline. And combining the right fruits with proteins and healthy fats can make all the difference in how your body responds. But most of all, what I hope you're taking away from this video is empowerment. You have the power to make choices, no matter your age, that directly impact the quality and quantity of your life. And those choices don't have to be extreme. They can start with something as small and joyful as what fruit you put on your plate tomorrow morning. Now I want to hear from you. What was the most surprising thing you learned today? Was there a fruit you didn't expect to be harmful? Or maybe one you're excited to try now? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. And if you have tips, questions, or even recipes using these fruits, please share them. You never know who's watching this and might need that inspiration today. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. I've got more natural health tips coming your way, each one designed to help you feel better, live longer, and stay stronger with every passing year. Because your age doesn't define your vitality, your choices do. Now take a deep breath and think about something. What kind of life do you want to live in the next 10, 20, even 30 years? Do you want to be energetic, clear-minded, pain-free, able to walk, move, laugh, and live without being held back by your body? Because that vision, that dream, isn't as far away as it might seem. It starts with the choices you make today, with what you put on your plate, with what you choose to remove, with the commitment to listen to your body, honor its needs, and nourish it with the gifts that nature already gave us. That's the beauty of this. You don't need to chase miracle cures. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars. The real miracle is already in your kitchen, or it could be, if you're willing to take what you've learned today and apply it. And if no one has told you this lately, let me say it clearly. Your health still matters. Your life still has incredible value. You still deserve to feel vibrant, strong, and alive, not just to survive, but to thrive. You are not too old. It is not too late. Your body wants to heal. Your mind wants clarity. Your heart wants peace. And all of that begins with how you choose to nourish yourself, day by day, meal by meal, fruit by fruit. So tomorrow morning, when you wake up and head to the kitchen, I hope you pause. I hope you look at your fruit bowl with new eyes. Ask yourself, is this going to help me feel better, move better, live longer? Because now you know what to look for. Now you know which fruits are helping and which ones may be holding you back. You have the tools, you have the knowledge. All you need now is action. And I want to hear from you. I want to know what changes you're going to make, what fruits you're going to add or subtract from your routine. So head to the comments and tell me your plan. What will your fruit bowl look like from now on? Are you swapping grapes for blackberries, cutting back on dried fruit, adding kiwi or papaya to your breakfasts? Tell me everything, because this is more than just a video. This is a conversation, a journey, a community of people who want to feel better naturally, live longer, and stay independent without relying on prescriptions and procedures. And if you think someone you love needs to hear this message, share this video with them. It could be your partner, your sister, your best friend, your neighbor. One share might save someone years of pain or illness. One simple message could be the start of a new chapter in their life. Remember, nature is powerful. And when we align our habits with nature's design, everything starts to work better, from our digestion to our memory to our mood. So if you've watched this far, thank you. It means you care about your health. It means you're willing to take the steps others won't. And it means you believe deep down that your best years are still ahead of you. And I believe that too. Let's keep choosing wisely. Let's keep learning. And let's keep moving forward together. Here's to a longer, healthier, more vibrant life, naturally.